AJ Brooks here with Coach AB, offensive coordinator at Apopka High School. How you doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
All right, perfect. Apopka last year had a very successful season. It was your first year with the program. You guys lost in overtime in the state championship. What are some of the things that we should expect from the team this year?
Well, I think, last year we were very young, especially on the offensive side of the ball. A lot of inexperienced guys. First year in a new offense and things like that, we definitely had our growing pains. And I think, I think if nothing else, we can just expect our guys to be a lot more comfortable in year two. Coach Rolson has really brought us together as a staff and as a program and really helped to solidify who it is exactly that we're going to be and what it is that we need to focus on. And we've been very intentional in that in the offseason. And I think just overall we're excited about the buy-in from the kids.
Okay. Well, obviously, for those who aren't familiar, the philosophy of Apopka's offense has changed some in the last couple of years, but the identity of the program remains the same. But who are a couple of players that we should be on the lookout for next season?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, offensively it's definitely going to be a by committee approach for sure. We're going to need to rely on all 11 that's on the field. Like I said, we got a lot of young guys. Obviously, we had a freshman quarterback last year that kind of came into his own throughout the course of the season, especially in the postseason. So we're very excited about the work that he's put in since December. So I'm expecting big things out of Tyson Davison. We got a core of receivers and running backs that we're going to continue to shuffle around and play with. Isaac Knight has been a very instrumental part of our offense and receiving core. Again, that position was kind of new to him last year, but he's going to be much more familiar with it. We've had a great spring, so he'll be one. Noah Morgan, Nate Jenkins, those are all guys that contributed in some capacity last year. Mm-hmm. And then we got a handful of big hogs up front, offensive line-wise, that we're excited to have back. And they've been working their butts off this offseason in preparation for the spring.
Okay, so I know last year was your first year. This will be your second year next year. But what are some of the things that you have noticed or witnessed from a Apopka program that you think separates Apopka from another school in the area? And if I were a parent, what's that separation? What is that it factor that makes Apopka a better situation?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, man. And I'm excited, and I've been excited since I got here because it's kind of had to grow on me. You know what I mean? Apopka is very, very different than your traditional program. I'm coming from Tennessee. I'm coming from a private school, but I've been at some big schools and been around various types of athletes and styles and things like that. But Apopka is just different, man.
Different. The tradition is.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that sets them apart is first and foremost. It's bigger than football at Apopka. You know what I mean? Like football is what everybody talks about, but we got a great leader in Coach Rolson. He's very relationship oriented and making sure that we hold kids accountable, starting at 7:20 in the morning all the way to 6 o'clock in the evening. And so I think it starts there. There's just a certain type of discipline and grit that we require from our kids and I think overall, you got to take your hat off to the kids because they show up every day and they bang. You know what I mean? We're a program that's very, very physical, 7 days a week. Not a whole lot of walkthroughs and shorts and T-shirts type of football happening at Apopka. And so, to answer your question, I think those, among some other things, is definitely something that separates Apopka from everybody else. And I've had an opportunity to witness that firsthand.
Okay. Well, I know I graduated in the Central Florida area in 2004, and I can't recall Apopka having a bad season, to be honest with you. It's one of those programs that's going to consistently be a great program, and that kind of speaks to some of the things that you just spoke about. Next year, we look forward to seeing that offense open up even more. Obviously, it was the first year. A lot of kids had a learning curve, but we wish you nothing but the best of luck in the future, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.